Hello and welcome back. Let's do a little recap of what is data analysis before we go over the standard process of data analysis. Data analysis refers to investigating the data, finding meaningful insights from it, and drawing conclusions. The main goal of this process is to collect, filter, clean, transform, explore, describe, visualize, and communicate the insights from this data to discover decision-making information. Alright, now that we understand the main goal of data analysis, let's go over a generic or perhaps a standard process. The standard data analysis process has at least 5 phases, and the first phase is collecting data. Here you are required to collect data from several sources that are necessary for the data analysis process. So once you have collected the required data sets, the next phase that follows is pre-processing the data. Here you are required to clean the data that you have corrected of any defects and also filter out the data rows you don't actually need. So once the data has been cleaned, the final pre-processing step is to transform the data into the required format. Formatting the data can mean 2 things. The first is converting the data into the right file type. For example, you have received the data in JSON format, but you are most comfortable in working with CSVs, and so you convert your JSON file to a CSV. Secondly, formatting can also mean transforming each data column into a desired data type and format. For an example, let's say you receive dates in epoch milliseconds, and due to readability, you may want to convert the epoch milliseconds to a normal readable date with the format of YYY-MMM-DDD for year, month, and day, which will end up in your final CSV file. So once you have cleaned and formatted your dataset, the next phase is to work your data analysis magic, which is analyzing and finding insights. And this involves data exploration, describing the data, and lastly, you will look to visualize the data to find insights and draw conclusions. So the next phase is insights and interpretations. Alright, even though you have drawn initial conclusions about your insights, they are, however, subjected to interpretations. For an example, let's say geography is a variable that you use to draw conclusions. What if your geography changes from Europe to Africa? Will you still have the same conclusions? So in this phase, you need to understand the impact of each variable in order to refine your interpretation of your insights. The last phase is storytelling. And here you need to communicate your insight results in the form of storytelling where every stakeholder can easily understand. Alright, so those are the 5 phases of a standard data analysis process. However, there is another data analysis process called KDD. So let's meet together in the next lesson to discuss the KDD process. See you on the next one. Goodbye.